how to solve this problem. So here I have another modified version of the NS chart. Now this is slightly changed. I have now changed it to handle the negative values also. So we'll run the same thing with the same amount again, current and minus 5,000, and see this version of the NS chart. And we have the screen and the variables. So let's try run with this version of the NS chart and see how this is handled. Okay, you start, go to that, assign 25,000 into the account, current account. Then go to the next line, assign 500,000 into the savings account, and then go to the next line, enter account type, so that will display, show. Then you go to the next line and wait for the account type. We'll say user types current in capitals, and enter. That will be accepted by the account type variable, accepted by the account type variable, okay, which is this one. So this will become current. Then you go to the next line, which is the decision box. So is account type equals current? True. This is all in capitals, all in capitals. So this is true. Or account type equals current with capital C, the rest in simple? No, that is false. Okay. So, but because this is true or false, and because it's a or, this entire thing is considered true. Okay. If one is true, the entire thing is true. So you go to the true side, and then you go amount to withdraw, so it displays that amount message, and then go to the next line and wait for the amount. Now we are going to type minus 5,000. Okay, so we type minus 5,000 and enter. That will come into the amount variable. So amount variable now contains minus 5,000, right? So after this we come to the next line and check, is the amount less or equal to 0? Has the user typed into amount a lesser value than 0 or equal to 0, right? Remember, when you put less or equal to, if it is less or if it is equal, either case, this thing is true. So in this case, is the amount less than 0? Yes, amount is 5,000 minus 5,000, so it is less than 0. Any negative number is less than 0, right? So this, according to this is true from the less than. Is the amount equal to 0? No. It's minus 5,000, so it's not equal. So it's not becoming true from this side, it's becoming true from this side. So if one of this is true, less or equal to is true. So in this case, because it's minus 5,000, less than or equal to 0 this is true. So it will go to the true side. And in the true side, we are handled saying, go to the next line and say show invalid amount. So it will say invalid amount and come out to the next line, which happens to be the stop. See, so now this time it didn't go through the transaction. So basically I modified the NS chart to handle. So even if the user is allowed to enter a negative value, it's going to say invalid amount and terminate without doing the transaction part. So that's why I said this is a modified version. Okay, done the same thing with a slightly different version. Okay, and so this, let's see, handling all the negative values also, but this time I'm taking the input in a slightly different way without asking for the account type. Because when you ask for the account type, people can type anything they want. They can type ABC, XYZ, or whatever they feel like. So as a solution for that, I have done a slightly different version here. So let's try run this and see how this works. Then we have the screen and the same variable sets, okay? Only this area I have done a small modification. So let's see. You start, go there, assign 25,000 to current account, and go to the next line, assign 500,000 to the savings account variable. Then go to the next line and say show one current account. So this is going to be displayed, one current account. Then you go to the next line, show two savings account, two savings account. Then go to the next line and say show enter account type choice 1 or 2. Enter account type choice 1 or 2 and wait for the choice. Right? So this time remember, we don't have the variable called account type, we have a variable called choice. So when you do this, the user we are asking the user to only type 1 or 2. Not any words like savings or current, which can be typed in different cases, simples, capitals and so on. Now that I have restricted, and I'm now only asking for a number for the choice. So it's waiting for the choice. So the user, assuming he types 1 or 2, we can, let's say we puts 1 and press enter, the variable choice will accept 1. Okay, then you go to the next line, and here we are checking not the account type but the choice variable. Is the choice variable equals to 1? Yes. Now here we don't have to worry about a capital simple letter because 1 is only always 1. So we don't have to use a or and check for a simple capital, all that options. We can just do this, and this will be true in this case because since user has typed 1, it is true. It will go to the true side and ask for the amount to withdraw, same as earlier. It will display that message. Go and wait for the amount. The user types the amount, let's say 10,000. It will be accepted by the variable amount, right? So amount will become 10,000. Then you go to the next line, and again, this is the negative handling part. If the amount is less or equal to 0, we are going through the true side and saying invalid amount. But this is not. So this basically this condition is false. This is amount is 10,000. So 10,000 is not less or equal to 0. It's not 0 or below. It's more, 10,000. So therefore this condition is false. So therefore it will come to the false side. So in the false side, we are going and checking whether the requested amount is more than what is available in the current account. Current account variable contains 25,000. Requested amount is 10,000. So that's not greater. So it will not come to the true side. If it is greater, if he asks for 30,000 or 35,000 or 26,000 or anything more than 25,000, this would have been true because the amount would have been more than 25,000. Then it would have gone through this and said amount not available. But since this condition is false, amount is less than this condition is false, it's coming to the false side. So false side we are saying okay, then that's fine. So that's why we are going to say transaction successful, same message. And then you go here, current account minus amount. So current account is 25,000 minus amount. Amount is 10,000. So 25,000 minus 10,000 is 15,000. 15,000 gets written back to current account amount. So this will become 15,000. And then you go to the next line and say show balance amount. Show balance amount. Go to the next line. Show current account amount. Current account amount is how much? 15,000. Only one value can be here, right? This is not anymore there. Only 15,000 is there. So this will display because from this statement. Then you go to the next, you come to the next line and you terminate. See, so this gives us a better control of what we are doing, and we are just kind of giving the user menu option, select 1 or 2, there is no problem. But if you ask for account type, and expect them to type current account, or some might type even the word current account, and that will not be equal to just say current. So it's very difficult to accept. So this is a better version in the sense of handling the values, account type. Okay, the rest are all same. So if you put minus value also, it will come up with invalid amount. So you can dry run with your own set of values and see for different things and get an idea how this is working. Okay, so this should do almost fine with all the different values, including the negative value. Okay, and if you, for example, at this enter account type, we are saying show 1 or 2. If the user enters other than 1 or 2, 3 or something like that into choice, or 3 or 4 or any other number, then it would have come here, is it 1? No. Then you go to the false side. Then you come here and say, is it 2? That is also not true. We have typed something else. No, so the false side will come and it will say wrong account type choice. See, so if for any other values also, this NS chart handles and tells you you have typed a wrong number and terminates. Okay, right. So that brings us to the end of this exercise. So try this out. If you have some issues, difficulties, please put that in the group. Thank you.